So hello everyone, this is Becky with Scott Leroy Marketing. Today we are going to be covering what Scott Leroy Marketing can do for you. If you are here with me live, please drop your questions in the chat just throughout the entire class. I'll do my best to get to those in real time, but if not, I will stay a couple minutes at the end to make sure that we can get those questions answered. So feel free to drop them in the chat at any time. More than happy to answer as I can throughout the class. If you're watching this back on recording, you can always reach out to us by email at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to help you out there. If you do need to refer to this training after we get off the Zoom, you can check that out on our YouTube channel. I did go ahead and drop that in the chat, but it is just Scott Leroy Marketing on YouTube. Excuse me, I'm going to let a couple more people in real quick. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. When you are on our YouTube channel, we do always recommend that when you look for videos, you look under the videos tab, as that will show you the most recent videos. It'll have your most recent video here, and the further down you go, the older the video is. If you are just searching for a video, sometimes it can be a little funny and pull old videos first. And things are always changing with command and the services that we are offering. So we do always want to make sure that you are looking for those most recent videos. I'm going to go ahead and show you here, just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this one is from 2 months ago, 1 month ago, and then we get like 8 months ago, and then our most recent one is like down here. So you just want to make sure you are looking for that most recent video if you are searching. But the best way to do that is definitely through the videos tab over here, as it will show your most recent video here. So today's class recording will be posted in about 24 hours on our YouTube channel. You can always locate previous class archives and tip videos there at any time. So today we're going to cover how we help with onboarding and things like that, and things you can reach out to us with after onboarding to get assistance on. So we are going to start over on the Scott Leroy Marketing website. If you're not familiar with the Scott Leroy website, it is just scottleroymarketing.com. I did drop that in the chat as well. Once you are on this website, you will be required to log in. As you can see, mine is showing log out in this top corner up here. That just means that I've already entered in a Market Center number, so I'm already signed in. You can log in, it'll say log in here. You can click that and enter your Market Center number, and that will give you access to our site. So we are going to primarily be hanging out under this Agent Resources tab today. So the first thing we want to take a look at is these questionnaires. I'm going to go ahead and open one of these in a new tab really quickly. So when you open one of the questionnaires, it is going to give you this screen. We've recently revamped it so that each of the questionnaires is going to pull you to this screen right here. So it'll go through and give you the best options. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through the different kinds of questionnaires that we used to send out, just so that'll give you a better idea of where you would fall in these questions. So I'm going to go back over to this page. So when you hover over the word questionnaires, it's going to show you all the ones we used to send out to agents. So the first one is a new agent. The new agent is not necessarily meaning that you are a brand new licensed agent. It just means that you are new to Keller Williams. So it could be that you're newly licensed, you just passed your test. It could also mean that you've just joined Keller Williams for the first time. So either way, if you are joining Keller Williams for the first time, you would click on the new agent questionnaire. And you would say you are a new agent on the questionnaire. So an admin is someone that is joining a team or a group of agents. So generally this falls under a non-licensed associate. So generally you would be doing some type of support for a team, whether it is transaction coordination, marketing, anything like that. So next we have a capper questionnaire. So a capper is generally someone coming from another brokerage. Generally, you've already done quite a few deals. You have a bit of production under your belt already. This just allows us to know that most likely you have transactions going on and your setup needs to be speedy and accurate. We don't want to cause any type of lapse in your business when you are transferring. So a capper would just mean you've done quite a few transactions, most likely coming from another brokerage. Next, we have expansion. Expansion means that you are in more than one Keller Williams office. So you could be in a state where you are very close by to a state line and you've decided to get licenses in both states. Could also mean that you travel a lot, you have a license in two different locations like Florida and California, and you are just going to have your license in two different KW offices. So there are also expansion teams, and that would fall under the same bucket. So next we have a hidden agent setup. A hidden agent is most likely going to be for someone who is already in production with another brokerage. You are transferring to Keller Williams, but maybe you haven't fully made the transition yet. You want to just go ahead and get everything set up and running so that when you do, the transition is very smooth for you. So this just allows us to hide your public profiles. Sometimes we'll see something like this when an agent is transferring. They still have a few deals to close. They haven't announced to their brokerage that they are leaving yet, but they want to go ahead and get everything set up. So you would click the hidden agent setup. Admit a couple more people, and it makes me close out of that. Okay. So next we have Market Center staff. So this is pretty self-explanatory. It is going to be your Market Center's leadership team, whether that's an MCA, Director of First Impressions, things like that. You would do the Market Center staff. Returning, this just means that you were a KW agent and you left, whether for a month, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and you're coming back to KW. So it just means that the system will already recognize you. The next is the team. Sorry about that. So team, it could be an admin, most likely, though you are a licensed agent joining the team as a listing agent or a buyer's agent or something along those lines. So next we have the tech refresh. So for any KW agent that has been with KW for any length of time, this tech refresh is a great option. So this just allows us to go in and audit your KW systems and see if maybe there's any tech that we are providing to new agents that you didn't have when you joined KW. So for example, we are now setting up Canva and TidyCal and things like that. So if you joined a few years ago, those weren't services that we offered. So you can do a tech refresh and we can go through all of your systems to make sure that everything is set up and you're taking full advantage of everything that we offer. And last, we have a transfer agent questionnaire. So this is going to be from one KW office to another. So if you're moving across the country, if you're moving from one state to another, or if you're just switching KW brokerages locally, you would fall under a transfer agent. So any of those questionnaires are going to bring you to that same page that we were on. However, going through this is just to help you identify where you would fall when you are filling out those questions. If you do have any questions about our questionnaires or anything like that, you can always reach out to us at our support email, which is support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we are happy to help you decide what you're looking for. So once you have filled out your questionnaire, every office is a little bit different with how they do that. Some offices will do it for you, others will go through it with you, or some will just have you fill it out on your own. But once that questionnaire is submitted and we have completed our part of your setup, you will get an email that looks very similar to the one that we are looking at right here. So it is going to say Keller Cloud Setup Complete. It will have your name and your market center number. We do recommend that you save this email, star it, have it handy, just in case you ever need to refer back to it. So when you scroll down, it will say, welcome aboard to Keller Williams. To access your logins, please click here and enter your market center number, and it will have your market center number there. We are pretty adamant about making sure that we put your market center number in as many places as possible when we are doing your setups, just because you will use that market center number a lot when you are accessing our agent webs or when you are accessing our website and things like that. So your setup, everything like that. So we try to put that market center number in as many places as possible. So if you scroll down a little bit more, you will see a few attachments. So you should have 2 QR codes right here and a Just Joined Forces photo. The Just Joined Forces photo should look something like this. If yours does not have a headshot on it, most likely you did not submit one on your questionnaire. If you want to have one added to yours, you can always reply to your setup email with a photo and we can get that updated as well. We can also get it added to your KW profiles. This graphic is for you to use, though. It is for you to share with your social media platform, share it with your friends, however you want to go about doing that. It is just to help get the word out that you are a new agent. So the other two, we have your QR codes. One is going to be for your website and one is going to be for your KW app. So both of those are going to be branded to you with your information. So any client, friend, family member that is using one of these QR codes and being redirected to your platforms, you are going to be notified in your command when they create an account, and you'll be notified of different activities that they are performing on those different platforms. So these QR codes are great to save and use for different marketing. So whether you are creating open house flyers or any other type of marketing that you're sending out, those are great to use because they are a great way to try to capture those leads. We are going to go ahead and click on this link and go through that. So once you do that, it will have you enter the market center number that was on your email, and it will pull it up like this. So first things first, I want to cover this banner up at the top. It's light gray on my screen. I have seen it as a dark blue. It kind of just depends on your settings. But this banner up at the top that says update, update, and lock, enter the KWU name and the 16-digit unlocking key. You do not need to worry about this banner up top. This is simply for our setup team to be able to access and set up your account. So you will not need this. You will not have your KWU name or your unlocking key. So do not worry about that. That is just for our team on the back end to be able to get this set up for you. So you can ignore that and just scroll on down. So first you're going to see this video here, and this is going to cover a lot of the information that we are covering today. Feel free to check that out as well. Scrolling down a little bit, I was just going to say this is your this has your logins. We strongly recommend that you keep this email message for a minimum of 90 days. Personally, I would recommend keeping this for the entire time you are with Keller Williams. You never know when you are going to need something from this. So another thing you are going to want to pay attention to is these notes from your onboarding team. Every once in a while, we encounter some type of issue when we are doing a setup. It could be something in command is being worked on and we are unable to set it up fully. So these notes are going to let you know if something like that happened. And it is also going to provide any additional details on anything at all that maybe we weren't able to do. You might also just get a simple one that looks like this. Please reply with your biography and picture. You can, of course, reply and send those to us, and we can get that updated in your platforms. So then moving down, we have your KW logins here. These are going to be for most of your KW systems. However, it is going to go over, it will tell you here that it is for command, the command app, KW Connect, Keller Home Loans, and things like that. Most likely, if you are logging onto a KW platform, these are going to be the logins that you would use. Your username is not case sensitive. However, your password is. So you don't have to worry about making sure that you enter it in as it is capitalized here. Any capitalization will work for your username, but it will not for the password. So make sure you are paying attention to that. Another thing you want to pay attention to, sometimes if you double click it, it will not capture any punctuation that may be on the end. And sometimes it also adds a space before or after your password. So if you enter a space in when you enter in your password, command is not going to accept it. It will give you an error saying you have a wrong password. So just make sure when you are copying and pasting your password from this email that you are getting the whole password and not any extra spaces or anything like that. So over here, we have your Google Workspace. So this is going to be your KW email login. So it is going to give you access to all of the other Google suites. So it'll give you access to Google Sheets, Google Docs, things like that. You log into your KW email just like you would log into any other Gmail account, whether you do that from gmail.com or the Gmail app. You're just going to log in with those logins. If you requested email forwarding, we will let you know here that that was set up. And then there's some other things down here, verification, trainings, other things like that you can check out. Moving down, you're going to find your KW branded website. So this is what we talked about briefly when we were talking about those QR codes. I am going to copy and paste it in a new tab just so you can see what that looks like. Take it just a second. So your website will look sort of similar to this. So it'll be branded to you and have all of that on there. It's loading a little slowly, but it'll have your information down at the bottom and things like that. I'm gonna go back over here. So next we have the kw.com agent profile. So that is what people are going to see if they search your name on kw.com. If you have your profile hidden, they will not be seeing this. So that is one of the things that'll stay hidden if you request a hidden setup. Moving down, we have your command email. Again, this is just your KW email, what it'll reply to if you send an email from command. So this will be the email that they are replying to, things like that. Moving down, we have your KW consumer app. Again, that is branded to you, so you are notified of those interactions. And then you have Keller Home Loans and Keller Covered links here. You will find Twilio. Twilio is not a platform that we set up for you. The reason for that is that it does require you to select a specific subscription and also to enter your payment information. So we'll put it here so that you have an easy access to it to sign up, just because it is frequently used by a lot of agents. It allows you to mass text your database in command, whether that's just one-off text messages or smart plans. A lot of agents use it, so we just like to link it here so that you have easy access to set that up for yourself. Moving down, once again, we have your DocuSign logins. Some offices have DocuSign, some have .loop, some will have both. The majority of offices that we work with are using DocuSign, so that is just going to be our preferred setup. So it will have your username and your password. DocuSign is how you send and receive emails for signatures and to have documents completed. So this right here at the bottom is one of the super important reasons that I would say to keep this forever. So we occasionally have agents reach out to us for years after their setup because they are trying to reset their password and they don't remember their security code. So we are required to set up that security question when we set up your account. And we do include that question and answer on your setup. Those are specific to you. You need that specific question and answer, including any punctuation that might be here, whether it's dots or dashes. You will need to enter that in exactly as it is. I'm not really going to cover HomeKeeper. I believe this is slowly being phased out. They've made some recent changes to subscriptions and things like that. So we are just going to move past that. And then we have our additional logins. So these are going to be a lot of those third-party platforms that we set up for agents. So we have TidyCal, which is going to be similar to Calendly. A lot of people are familiar with Calendly. It allows you to have appointments set up through your link. So we will get this set up for you, and you will have your logins as well as your shareable link here. We do set up a 30-minute time frame meeting that you can use. You can start using that link right away. You will have Blink. Blink is a digital business card. Your KW Command app does come with a digital business card. However, it is not very customizable. It will not add a photo or anything like that. So we create the digital business card for you just because it allows for a lot more customization. It also allows you to share that directly with a QR code, and it will add you directly as a contact to the phone of whoever you are sharing that contact information with. We set up Zoom as well, so that allows you to access things like the training today. I do want to mention that all of these third-party platforms are free basic accounts. We are not paying for accounts for you. If you already have a Zoom you pay for or a Canva, definitely go ahead and keep utilizing those. You are not required to use these. We just like to set it up for your convenience. Canva, again, a free basic account that just allows you to access templates. We create a lot of templates through Canva, so it allows you to easily sign in and start using those through our website. Down below, we have some helpful resources, just some helpful links right here, and we have next steps. So again, this class today is all about how we can assist you, not just during onboarding, but well beyond that. So these are some things that you can do right away that can help. So you can send us your database to import into Command. You've got to start generating business, and most likely the best way to generate business is through people that you already know. So getting your contacts from your phone or another platform and getting those added to Command can really help you start reaching out to people. Announcing that you've moved to Keller Williams. It's super important. It is kind of hard to find business if you are what we would call a secret agent. So you've got to let people know that you are an agent. So this is how you can, this goes over how you can share that information. We do have some 30-day jump starts and challenges, which we are going to cover when we go back to the Scotland Road Marketing website. We also have tips for your biography, and we'll cover that on the website as well. We have some training videos, things like that. And then down below, we have some more support numbers and emails. So these are super handy to keep in the event that you ever need to reach any of these companies for assistance. I do see 2 questions. Browser is telling you 404 error. If you want to provide more information on what you are trying to access, I may be able to help a little bit more. I might save that for the end of class, but I do see your comment. And what URL should we go to for this information? So you will access this from the email that is sent to you after you complete your questionnaire and we fill out your setup. So you would click here, enter the Market Center number that is given on your email, and it will pull up all of this for you. So we are going to move back over to the Agent Resources website. So we are going to stay on this Agent Resources tab today. So we went over the questionnaires, and next we are going to go over the websites. So I'm going to open that. If you've been with KW for a while, it's probably been around a year now, maybe not even that long. KW upgraded every agent's website to a new website. So with that, we wanted to make sure you had all of the resources at your fingertips to be able to customize and enhance your website. So this link is where you are going to be able to find all of that. So we have our YouTube playlist here. We're just going to go over all of the things that you can change on your website. This part right here, we're going to skip over this section. We probably could just remove this, but before they updated the websites, they had an option for you to go ahead and launch it. But now everyone's websites have been moved over, so you don't really need to worry about this part. So we're going to move down just a little bit more, and you will want to hang out around this option here. This is going to go over how you can customize your website. Your website has already been upgraded, so you can skip this video, but moving down, it'll show you adding testimonials, managing featured listings, updating hero images, creating an open house sign-in sheet. So those are some helpful videos that you can watch to help out with your website. Going down to, there are some KWRI provided articles as well, and you can go do those. So you can also always check out our YouTube channel. We are putting out tip videos all of the time that go over new updates in Command and features to help you stay in the know on what is going on with KW. So if you're not seeing what you're looking for here, feel free to check out our YouTube channel. So our next tab is going to be live webinars. That just brings you into this class or any other class that we have throughout the week. So that brings you directly to the live Zoom. And then we have training. So you can go to the training calendar. So once we do that, it will give you this link, which again will allow you to join the class live. And then slmtraining.com will give you access to our recorded trainings. You can also access those trainings on our YouTube channel. Down below, you can vote for upcoming classes. Every other Friday, we allow you to tell us what class you would like to see. So if you would like to jump on next Friday's class, you can come on here and you can vote on which class you would like to see. Moving down, you will see the entire month in classes. There is an add to Google Calendar feature at the bottom left-hand corner. So you can add that entire calendar directly to your Gmail calendar. That makes it really easy to jump on classes on the go or from anywhere really, as long as you have access to your calendar. So these classes, if you click on them, they will give you a description and the link, all of that good stuff right there. So it'll tell you what the class is, things like that. And then scrolling down once again, you can see printable PDF versions of our class calendar. So you can open one of those so you can see they are broken down by day of the week. And then to the right-hand side, you will see the dates that they are on. So if you want to print this out, highlight classes that you want to attend, things like that, you can certainly do that as well. We do have a different printout for each of the time zones, just make it a little easier for you. Moving down, you can also find an overview of each of the classes that we offer, just so you can get a little more information on what you are about to see on your training. So back up to the top, we're going to go back and we see SLM challenges is our next option. So this is another way for you to kind of get familiar with the Keller-Williams systems and what we do. So you can come on here, you can find the SLM getting started command, jumpstart with SLM, DocuSign jumpstart, and team jumpstart. They'll give you different tasks to kind of get you started with learning. So if you are a self-learner, you kind of like to do your own thing, you can definitely check out these challenges. You can print them out or you can add it directly to your smart plans and it will give you daily tasks. I'm just going to open one of them up so you can see. You can see the printable version and it will break down what each day's requirement is just so you can kind of get an idea of what it has. So things like importing your database into command, creating your personal slogan, and things like that. So those are just some great ways for you to get familiar with all the various parts of command and different activities that other agents would be doing. So then the next option is the Keller Cloud cheat sheets. So these are a great training resource. If you are not sure how something works or what to do, you can come on here and check these out if you are looking for something specific. They are broken down into particular areas like contacts, smart plans, opportunities, DocuSign, things like that. So there are a ton of different topics. You can skim through these and see if there's anything that appeals to you. We do have videos for almost all of these topics. So just keep that in mind. So these are the Keller Cloud cheat sheets, but you can also check our YouTube channel. We are all about making sure that you have all of the resources and trainings available at your fingertips. So you can find all of these cheat sheets, and then you can also find our YouTube channel. So then next we have recorded training classes over here. No training, they also have digital marketing tips and tech 101. I didn't mean to skip over that, but so digital marketing tips. This is going to have a ton of video resources for you. You can skim through those as well and see if any of those interest you in addition. So now we're moving down to the recorded training classes. A couple of ways you can access this. You can, of course, come right here. You can go straight to our YouTube channel. These are broken down by category. So if you are looking for command overviews, DocuSign, the KW app, KW command, things like that, this is going to be a great way to come over and navigate through those. If you're looking for, say, the command overview, it's going to take you directly to our YouTube channel in the playlist that is specific to that. So definitely make sure you are paying attention to the playlists and the dates of those videos. Again, broken down by each of those categories. You can also find those playlists on our YouTube channel if you would like. So there's just a couple of different ways that you can access these trainings. So next is agent support. We're going to be spending quite a bit of time here today. This is really helpful place to get started. I love this part of our website. It's kind of where you can find the majority of things that we assist you with beyond onboarding. So if we take a look at this, we have our top rated options. If you need a new bio, you can open this, submit the form, which I will open up to show you as well. But you can come here, submit this form, and we can help you get that updated. We can even help write it for you if you would like. Maybe that is not your forte, is writing your own biography. You can always reach out to us and we can help with that. If you do have your own bio, you can put it here and we can update it for you. So both your headshot and your bio on command are a little tricky just because there are a couple different places that they show up, and they do not all communicate with each other super well at this point. So there's about 3 different places that you need to update your bio and your headshot. So if you want to come here, fill out this form, we can go in and update that for you so that you do not have to worry about that. Again, we can help write your bio. You just put in a couple of things that you want highlighted in your bio, and we will write that for you and send it over for approval. So you can do that, put some information about yourself, and then just submit the form. So moving back over here, you can also import your database. Again, getting those contacts into command. We would reformat those if you submit them as an Excel or CSV. We just reformat them so that they import correctly. Command can be a little on the finicky side with imports just because everything has to line up with their formatting so that everything imports correctly. So if you send us your contacts as a CSV or an Excel file, then we can get that imported, reformatted, and imported for you. Updating your database contact information smart plan. So this is a smart plan if you're missing pieces of information for your contacts. So it just helps fill in those pieces that you're missing. Moving down, we have marketing support. We have a great monthly newsletter smart plan. So we created we create a newsletter every month that you can come and request through our website. You do have to request it every month. It is not ongoing. Just because we do create a new one each month that is specific to that month and what is going on. So if you come here and fill this out, you can request that we add that smart plan to your command. We can also go ahead and send it out to all of your contacts. You can choose to have contacts with specific tags, all contacts, or if you want to send it yourself. So you can choose what you would like and we can get that set up for you. So if you come here and fill this out, it'll send it over to us and we'll get started on it right away. Moving down, we have free templates. We are going to circle back to this towards the end, just because it is in a couple of different places. And I just want to show you all of the different places that you can find it. Next, if you need API Nation setup or importing top producers, smart plan setup, spring cleaning smart plans, things like that, you can come here and request those. Again, all of these will direct you to a form so that we can collect all of the necessary information just so that we can go ahead and get it set up for you. So moving down, Smart Plan setups, let me not skip over that. It will allow you to get all of the KWRI provided smart plans added to your command. So you can pick which ones you would like specifically, or you can say all KWRI smart plans. So beyond that, we have getting started. If you've gotten your questionnaire and you've gotten your setup, most likely a lot of this will have already been done. For example, your command setup, DocuSign setup, would have already been completed for you. However, if you need help with KWLS Open House, exporting contacts, KW Tech optimization, again, importing your database, updating your headshot, things like that, we can help take care of that for you. So if you need QR codes created or help resetting your KW password, you can also fill out those forms and we are happy to help. Again, all of these just link to different forms so that we can collect that information. If you need your MailChimp set up or your dotloop set up, another spot where you can access updating your biography. So those are just some great helpful tools that you can use. So scrolling down, we have looking to rebrand. So the first one is leaving a team. Most likely, if you are leaving a team, your profiles will need to be updated to remove that team branding and information. So this will allow us to go in and make sure all of that information is removed so that your website is not still showing that you are on a team, things like that. So if you need help updating your Market Center logos, if you've joined a team or switched teams, we can help with those as well. If you have social media links, you need your email set up, things like that. All of these are things that we are happy to help with. Some of these are super easy, like updating your website address, your office address, phone number, things like that. So these are just some great things that we can help out with. We can get that KW calendar added for you. Each office has a KW calendar through the intranet. Not all offices utilize that intranet calendar, but if they do, we can connect that to your Gmail calendar. So that's what this would be. Similar to that training calendar that we have. So we can add it to where you can access all of those trainings in one place. That way you are not going to different places and platforms to find all of the things that you need. If you need help with your email alias, forwarding your email, or things like that, you can also fill out those forms. So next we have website support. Websites can be a little tricky. Not everyone is fully comfortable with them. So if you are looking to make enhancements to your website and you're not really sure how to do it yourself, you can come here and we have various things that we are happy to go in and do for you. For example, there are some website enhancements you can add. You can add all of our additional pages that we offer. You can click that and kind of get that form filled out to get started. Go back. We can add testimonials for you. Say you have them on a different platform, Google or a different website or something like that, and you want them moved over to your KW site, you can fill out this form here. If you want to download my app page added to your website, you want to get domains forwarding set up with a custom domain that you have. You can fill out that form. You need a What's My Home Worth page, featured listing setup, Google Analytics. There's a couple of things throughout there. There are a couple of blogs as well, a Keeping Current Matters blog and a monthly blog. There is a Keller Mortgage page that you can add. You can add local school search, mortgage calculator, open house sign-in sheets. With the new websites, they are specific. The open house sign-in sheets are specific to each open house, each listing, which is great. It does allow you to fill out, to have the contact fill it out, and the address will be on that contact's timeline in your command, so you know exactly what open house they went to. If you need help with adding your preferred vendors, a website, slideshow, testimonial form, or if you are an area that has the NEO new construction, This does require subscription, so you would have to have that set up for us to be able to add that to your site. Down under building your business. So again, these are those third-party platforms that we set up. Maybe we didn't offer these when you joined and you don't want all of them, or you don't want to go through the entire tech audit, just so you can request the ones you're interested in. If you want Canva, Zoom, or TidyCal, each of these will bring you to a form where you can request all three of them. So you can say you want TidyCal, you want Zoom, and you want Canva all set up. Or if you just want TidyCal and Canva, you can select which ones you want. So you can get all three of those set up just using the same form. The digital business card does require more information, so we do have that as a separate form. But the other three you can get set up here. This is not a paid Canva. I see that question in the chat. So these are not paid for accounts. So if you have one that you are already paying for, you might want to go ahead and keep using that. These are just free accounts that we can get set up for you. So moving down, we have compliance updates. So if you are in an area that has specific compliance, we most likely know that during onboarding, so we will generally handle that. However, if there are changes or things like that, you can come here and request those. And then lastly, we have leadership support. So if you are a member of leadership, you can come here and just know that these are here. You can also see more leadership support options at the top. Right here, we used to have it as a tab under agent resources, but now you get your own drop-down menu. So we are not going to jump into these today, but if you have any questions on those, you can reach out to our support team. Again, support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we would be happy to answer your questions for you. So moving down to our next button, we're going to have marketing support. We recently added a couple new options to this. First of all, we have agent concierge. We looked at it briefly when we were under agent support, and we saw the free marketing templates button. So that is going to be the same as this agent concierge. You can also find it by going to real estate marketing and selecting agent concierge. All three of those will bring you to this same place. You can come down. This is marketing that we create for you. So this is not marketing where you come in, find a template, and start using or editing. I will show you where you can find that in just a couple minutes. But this is where you come in, enter the information, and we make it for you. So if you were one of those people who wants to save time, you're not just you're not a designer, you can choose this option. Once we select start, it is going to ask, is this your first time creating, or have you done this before? We're going to go ahead and say this is my first time. It'll ask for your market center number once again. And then it'll ask, are you submitting this form for yourself or on behalf of someone else? So why would you want to be filling it out for someone else? If you're on a team and you are maybe the admin and creating it for an agent on the team, or maybe the listing is yours and you are creating an open house piece for someone who is hosting an open house for you. Those would be times that you would be filling it out for someone else. I'm going to go ahead and say it's for me today. We will go ahead and say it is for Scott. And next it's going to ask, would you prefer to choose from our most popular designs or choose from all of the available designs? I'm going to say all just so that you can see them. And then when you are creating marketing, you can choose if you are looking for a social post, a postcard, a flyer, or all of the above. I'm going to say all of the above again so you can see all of those options. Once we do that, it's going to bring us into finding the social post design that we like. We can look through all of these. I know they are a little bit small, but you can just look through and pick the one that you like. I'm just going to do that one. And it'll do the same thing with flyers. Again, we'll scroll through and find one that we like. It looks cool. And then again, it'll do the same thing with postcards. You can see that it has two different sides on there. so you can kind of get a glimpse of what it looks like. I'm gonna go with that one. And then it'll ask for the property address. We're just gonna do 123 Main Street. And then I'm gonna grab this from the bottom. And then we'll say next. The listing status. So for any of these except the open house, it is gonna bring you to a page that just asks for your business email. But I'm gonna do an open house one so that you can see. It'll ask you the time and date of the open house. So I'm gonna say it is, I don't even know what date this weekend is. So I'm just gonna say it's for tomorrow. Well, let me do 19th. We can say 1:30 to 3. And we'll say next. It'll ask for your business email address. So I'm going to put and then next it is going to ask for a phone number. Again, I'm just going to grab that from the bottom down here. If you have a headshot you want updated, you can upload it here. Same with a logo. And then any comments you have, you can enter them here as well. So then if you click review and submit, you can go through and see all of the different ones that you have answered. You can see bigger pictures of what you selected. And you can edit each of these if you entered something wrong or you have something that you decide you want to change your the designs that you picked. You can click edit and it will just bring you back to that one without you having to go all the way through it. I do want to point out that any of our any requests can take up to 1 to 2 business days for us to process. So please allow for that. We try to do it as quickly as possible. But if you are, say you're submitting an open house request Friday evening and the open house is Saturday, it will not necessarily be done in time just because it does take 1 to 2 business days. So just keep that in mind with any of the requests you're submitting. Just make sure you're submitting those requests in time so that we can have it done. I'm going to go back because I do not want to submit that. But we will just go back over to the agent resources tab. And then the next one is Gemini Advanced and Chat GPT prompts. So Google Gemini, now with KW email accounts, you get free access to Google Gemini. Usually it is a paid subscription. However, KW is now offering that as part of your KW email is you get access to Google Gemini Advanced. So we have a bunch of prompts on here. We have well over 100 prompts that you can use on here that can help with different business questions you have. So we have our top 10 here, and then different prompts, and we have them broken down by sections. So questions about assisting buyers, helping sellers, market analyses. We just have a bunch of different resources in here that you can use. And then we have some lead gen prompts, open house prompts, door knocking prompts. So we have a lot of prompts in here. You can use them for Google Gemini, Chat GPT, whatever your AI of choice is, you can use these questions. So this is, I love this part. It's really cool to me. But yeah, so we have a bunch of prompts in here that you can use for that. And then we have our monthly blog and our monthly newsletter, which we briefly touched on earlier. So those are just other links to those forms that you can use. And then last but not least, we have our templates. So these are going to be free templates. So these are going to be the ones where you select and then fill out with the information yourself. So you have social post templates, listing flyers, listing postcards. You can vote on design selection to see what you want to see next. And then we have email signatures. So I'm going to show you email signatures just so you can see how this works. it's going to bring you to this screen where you can scroll through and see all of the different free signature templates that we have. So you can scroll through and find one that you like. I'm going to say I like that one, and you'll say use template. Well, hold on just a second. Logged me out, so let me log back in real quick. Sorry about that. Just a second. All right. So now, let me bring this tab back over here for you. All right. So once you select the one that you like, then it will pull this back up for you and you can scroll through all of them. So you'll get access to all of them again. And then you can just scroll back through and find the one that you liked. And then you can go in and edit with your information and your headshot and things like that. I do want to say that when you are doing your email signatures, just make sure that you are staying compliant with local and state guidelines. You can always ask your market center what are those guidelines if you are unsure. But these are available here. We just want to make sure that you are staying compliant and your market center has the best information on that. So you can do that, and it's going to be the same with any of the other templates. So with your listing flyers, listing postcards, things like that, you'll select the ones that you are doing, and then again, it'll give you the same templates that you can scroll through. So that is it for our overview today. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing so that we can go over some questions. If you have questions, please go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm going to stick around for a couple minutes just to make sure that we can get through those. If you are not sticking around for questions, thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week.